Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Cerebral Podcast. My name is Tisho, and of course, I've got my friend, co-host, Bamdele. Bamdele, how are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm looking good. And you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Nice
So
to see you again.
nice to see you again.
Just because of business.
I don't see you on the normal day,
If not
if
for
not for
business,
podcast and business. But it's a good thing anyway.
yeah,
We thank God that we have cause to see,
sure,
and it's
sure.
for happiness and not otherwise. And of course, we still have Kemi with us.
Mm.
Kemi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm good as always.
So how's been your week so far, Kemi?
Not bad. It's been a little bit busy, but we thank God.
So how have you been juggling more, motherhood, being a professional that you are, and being a
Oh
wife and all
my,
of that? How have you been juggling them together?
it's not easy. When I say it's not easy, there's a lot to put in place. You have to go to work,
And that's
then take your kids to school.
yeah, that's
It's a lot, but then we are pushing it.
yeah.
That's
All
good.
right, thank you very much. And so this morning, today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different from what we said last time. And thank you for for the few what's it called, advice and comments that you left for us, the last time. Thank you very much. So today we're going to be talking about a very important topic, and it's also a common topic that people talk about, though, but we're going to be saying it, overemphasizing it, and overanalyzing it, like we used to do on on this station. um the topic is it career first or family first? Career first or family first? Which one should come first? um Kemi, this time, is it career first or family first?
We have individual differences anyway, so it depends on individual. For instance, some people can be so focused, even though they are married with kids, they can be so focused to have the energy to focus on their career. While some people think, well, I'm this part of this. Some people who thinks that it's better I just focus on my career first, then yes, let's get married after, and then let's have kids. Because I know, when you are still young, you don't have family, you can put your 100% focus into something and you can achieve it as fast as you could. Then afterwards you can think of, okay, maybe marriage, maybe kids. Like, I would love to have be independent, before,
Financially independent
yes,
before.
before thinking of getting married.
Anyway,
Yeah,
that
so
financial independence is actually is a continuum. To be honest, it needs a lot of planning to achieve that. But that's your opinion,
that's
though.
my
Yeah,
opinion.
you know,
But of course, we are different.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course, of course. Going back home, where I'm from. You can't even have this debate, though. You can't have career first, or it have to be career first. But but that's our opinion. But Bamidele, what do you think?
Yeah, generally speaking, I think it should be career first. Because if you have a family and there's nothing to sustain the family, then you are you are set for disaster.
But some people might bet to differ. To be honest
Yeah,
with
that's what
you,
Yeah.
because
generally speaking.
these days, if my personally, if I've known that this would be this stressful, to be honest with you, 10 years ago, I would have had my kids, to be honest with you, 10 years ago, and be free of childcare, when I have people around me that can help at that time.
Yeah.
Going to school, fine, it's normal, but like having people around at that time that can help carry the baby, look after the baby, especially childcare. That's what I mean now. That's the angle to which I'm talking about.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning is if you have a family, you should it's generally expected that you should be able to take care of your family.
Of
Okay.
course.
Of course.
10 years ago, if you had a family, can you guarantee that you will be able to take care of family 10 years ago?
Okay, let's look
No.
at it.
Before
Let's
you
no no
before
no.
you
Let's
before
look
you
at
before
Yes,
you run
yes,
before you run
no, I'm not running. I'm
before
not
you
running.
run.
I'm not.
10 years ago.
Wait,
10 years ago.
I'm not running. Right?
Okay.
Let's it's a good thing that you're saying, right?
Yeah.
It's very good. It is very good. 10 years ago, I was a nurse already. 10 years ago.
Of course.
Yeah. This is the angle to which I'm looking at it. Some people, when I say career, some people, oh, it has to be professor. It has to be, I have to have my doctorate degree.
Okay.
I have to be a consultant for, some doctors, for some other health workers. I have to be a specialist and all of that. Having those career at the apex
Okay.
before starting.
At the peak of the, okay.
Yeah, at the peak of their career before starting family. That's the angle to which I'm looking at it. Right? Not like, oh, somebody who is let me say an engineer, for instance. You finish your first degree, first 4 years, you're still very young, and you're
No
still
job.
no, you're still very young. Of course, you've got some things to do as well. Not like you are not at the apex, you are not even at the middle of your career. If there's something like that, but
the
you're
last
just
of
at
the
the
low
bottom.
shade.
Yeah, you're at the bottom of your career. Is it okay to start a family at that time? On in your early 20s.
It's also, you also have to put into consideration country. Which country are you? Yeah, you have to put in consideration. Okay, are you in this country whereby they are just developing, whereby it's very hard?
Okay, let's put it into
to-
context now.
yeah.
Right? Okay, I'm in Ghana.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Ghana.
Why did you choose Ghana? Why did you choose Ghana?
Okay, if you are in Ghana, I'm in UK, whereby life is very easy.
Okay.
I can
For
do
comparative
my.
purposes, let's use Ghana and UK now.
Okay, now.
Ghana.
Ghana.
UK.
You mentioned Ghana and Kevin mentioned
Ghana,
UK.
So maybe you are in
Okay.
Nigeria.
Yeah, that means your location can
Yeah,
determine.
Yeah, it's
okay,
also
I'm in
determined.
Ghana. Let's put it.
Yeah, you are in Ghana
Yeah.
perspective.
and
Yeah.
Kemi is in UK.
Yeah.
Ghana.
So for me in UK,
Yeah.
of course, I can actually marry first and then continue my education. It's quite easy.
Okay.
Because with that, I've got this support. I've got this money from the governments coming in. So even though I have the kids, I've got what's it called, child care benefits,
Okay. Yeah.
financial, and then even if I want to go to school, the government can sponsor me, some more like a borrowing me the money whereby I return it back.
Student loan.
Yeah, exactly. So which makes it more easier
There's student loan
in that aspect.
There's,
Yeah, that's true.
But then-
we're not talking of Nigeria.
there's
Ghana.
student loan in
You are
Ghana. There's student loan in Ghana as well.
Are you sure?
There's student loan in Ghana.
One of the downside I could only say is the fact that, having kids and then studying can be very stressful. Yes, in that aspect. That's for me being in UK.
Okay, what if you are in Ghana?
Well, I don't really know much about
Okay,
Ghana.
you are in Nigeria, for
Yeah,
instance.
imagine.
In Nigeria, there's student loan. In quotes, there's student loan.
Which
There
just,
is-
when was that?
There is.
Yeah, well, that's why there is that.
There is.
There
Yeah.
is.
How many, was
If
there a
you-
year?
if you go-
It
if
started
you-
like a year ago.
Yeah,
It's not
I
even
think
up
Yeah,
to
but
a
if you
year.
Google it at the moment, there is student loan.
But
right?
let's talk
We are
about
talking, we are
when-
talking about the moment.
10 years
right?
ago, right?
Let's
Yeah.
let's put it
Okay.
in present, right?
Yeah, the moment
let's even
there
say,
is. Okay.
let's even say 10 years ago there's student loan, right?
Okay.
There's student loan in Nigeria. So what would your take?
My take will still be to go for my career first before getting married and having my kids.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dele, what would your
No,
take?
what of you? You are in Ghana. You said.
Yeah, yeah.
You mentioned Ghana.
Exactly.
So what?
I just feel like I don't want to be on the spot now. I'm the
No,
presenter.
you are,
Come
you
on,
are on
guys.
the spot. Put yourself on the spot when you mentioned Ghana.
Okay, yeah, but I feel like life would be a lot more easier, because there are people around to help with, like a popular proverb that says, "You give back to the child, but the community raised the child." In motherland,
Yeah.
in motherland. That's why I said motherland.
Motherland.
But this motherland too also have this, what's it called? This more like a hierarchy of the way your life should be. Like they've made it in a way that okay, when they give birth to a child, needs to go to secondary school, needs to go to university.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's this
I said
way,
Like
like
expectation.
yeah, expectation,
Yeah, but
like
what-
so
what-
narrow, like okay,
No, that's
you
why I
can't move
said-
this way. The moment you say you are getting married, you'll be
No,
like,
no, that's why
it's
this
too
is,
early, it's too
Kemi-
soon, it's too,
Kemi,
your
sorry.
age, you should be at this age, you shouldn't be like
Kemi,
this.
sorry. That's why I said when you are not at the apex of your career.
career.
And I said career first. Why? I mean, what I mean by the career that I'm saying is that you are not at the apex.
Okay.
You are not even at the middle, like I said. You are just at the bottom. You just graduated, and you've got something that you're managing at the moment that can sustain your family a little bit. You see, you are not in that your dream house. You are not in that you are not using that your dream car. You are not using any of those stuff. Is it okay? I feel like, if you meet somebody that that gives you peace of mind, that you love so much, come on, why not give birth to those children? Because the way you guys are the way I'm the way you're talking about it, you're making me feel like seeing children as being an obstacle to growth.
No.
No, to be honest with you, because Bamidele will say now, say, you have to this one, you don't have anything to eat, you don't have anything, and you are also saying that you can focus. Children have never and will never be an obstacle to growth, right? Kanayo went to go and do his law degree, even at age, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60, and today is a lawyer. So, and there's so many other people like that. My uncle is currently studying medicine, and
How old is your uncle?
my
How old is your
is
uncle?
almost 65 and he's studying medicine. So come on. And
Right.
he has students. No,
Right.
to be honest with you, wait, guys.
Okay.
My point is, you guys are making it look like you are
No.
no. You are making it
For
look
me,
like
it's always good
children
when
are
you
always
give your.
the cause of the problem.
Do you know what to say earlier? You say you can give it to your mother, you can give it to people to
No,
help
I didn't say you can
support.
give it to your mother.
Yeah.
I said there's availability of support.
Yes, but then there are some people, some women that wants to give their full attention to their kids, and they don't even have the opportunity to have support around. So I won't just tell them to just go into the marriage.
See,
or
no,
just-
whenever it is, whenever it is, or whenever it is that you are venturing into marriage, you can't just jump into it. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly, that's
you can.
one.
Yeah, that's a fact. When you can't just jump into it.
Okay.
There are some other things. There are so many things to put into consideration
Exactly.
before jumping into it. But my point is, having children
Yeah.
does not stop you from continuing your
Of
career.
course, of course.
Yeah. We are good. We are
We are clear on that.
clear on that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Your uncle. Anyway, that's by the way.
Yeah.
See, we have, like, generally speaking, people should be comfortable before going into setting up a family. That's generally speaking.
Like
But
when
that-
you say comfortable, what is comfortable?
Exactly. Comfortable is not when you have so much money in your account. As long as you have a prospect, you have a job that you are doing, you have an income to sustain your family.
And
If
when
you
you,
want to-
and when you say family, sometimes
Okay.
we're also okay. What if people that decide not to even have kids as well, but they are starting the family?
Exactly.
They're having in this country
Wait, let me
or in
finish.
the Western country, people use dogs.
Exactly.
Pets.
Hold on.
No. Pets as a form of companion. And all of
Exactly.
that, and they serve as. So what of people like that doesn't really
You
want
know,
to-
even pets
hold on.
is very
Kemi,
expensive
sorry to cut you.
to maintain.
Exactly. Even a pet, you should be able to finance. You should have the financial capacity to get insurance for your pet.
Yeah. You need to feed the pet.
Do you know how much they buy pets? Just,
I don't want pets again. I just want my wife, and that's it.
yeah, even if it's just one wife, even if it's just one wife that you want, no kids, no second wife, no third wife, just one wife.
What, do you say second wife, third
Just,
wife?
just one wife. You need to be able to take care of your wife, okay, as a man. Then as a woman going to marriage, you do not always have to depend on your
Yeah.
husband.
Of course.
So both of you have to have something doing.
Yeah.
Then you make mention of the apex of your of the career. I mean,
Yeah.
it has advantage because if you don't have a family, you can focus on your career. You can pay all the attention on passing your exams, on whatever politics you want to play at a job
Okay.
to get to the
I
top
will
of
ask you
career.
this. I will ask you this question, Bamidele. When you were in your undergraduate days, how many married people were in your class? And don't forget we're in the same class.
We should-
No, don't forget don't forget we're in the same class. And remember, these people that you say were married and had kids, I don't want to mention name. I think at least I know two of them, in our class back then, and they were doing very well, even more than those that had
Right.
kids.
The question is,
And moving on to Lautech as well. Moving on to
let me
Lautech.
answer the question.
Yeah.
The question is, those people you are using as an example, are they capable of taking care of the family they had at the time? That is why we have so many people, so many homeless kids, so many people living in poverty, because they run into marriage and they don't have the financial capacity to sustain the marriage. Those examples you are mentioning, they are well to do. They're not billionaires.
Okay,
They're not billionaires.
They have support.
They're not
financial support.
billionaires, but then they have the ability to cater for themselves and the family.
I think it kind of depends on location. Some location makes it a
Exactly.
lot more easier
Yeah.
for you, just like Kemi said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Location plays a
some
important role.
Some location, I tried as much as possible not to mention names.
Yeah, but the question is it good to become a manager, grow to the top of a ladder before
No.
trying to get into settle down?
No.
Career
Time is
endless.
going.
Exactly.
Career is endless.
Because
That's my
the
point.
career and family, they are not mutually
No.
exclusive. You can have a career and have a
Yeah.
family
Yes.
and grow together.
Of course.
So people don't have to wait till I'm the top of
Apex
I'm the manager of my
Before you
workplace,
start having-
or people don't have to rush into marriage when they are supposed to be a teenager. Rush into marriage.
I have-
So we are not encouraging people to go into marriage early. We are not encouraging people to wait till.
When they are
No.
very-
It depends on when it's
No.
appropriate for individuals, for each person.
I have a question actually. Some people, for Kemi now, some people have this premeditated way they've already had in their mind to take care of their children, the kind of life they want for their children, and all of that. Do you think it's fantasy most of the time?
Seriously, I would say it's fantastic because you cannot really achieve. It's possible to achieve it, but it's very difficult, really, because depending on location. So probably in Nigeria, it's possible.
Okay.
You can actually do it, because
No,
unlike
wait. In Nigeria, you can achieve what you have in back of your mind for your children.
yes, reason being that the timing when it comes to your job now, I think it's 8 hours in Nigeria. If you are working, you have 3 shifts.
A lot of people are in other sectors, though.
Yeah, of course, in other sectors it's still possible, because in other sector they may get home around 4-5.
Okay.
Yeah, but like in a country whereby maybe it's 12-hour shift, it's very difficult. By the time you get home, even your kids is about to sleep. So that closeness you really want to have with your kids might not really be there, except during weekends, maybe your off time, maybe when you're at home with them. So it's possible anyway if you are kind of being determined to do it, but it's not always easy.
Yeah, but why let me just elaborate on that question a little bit. What I mean by premeditated stuff or things for their kids, especially like material things, like the kind of their room,
Oh,
the color
yeah.
of their room.
Kind of dreams I had.
Yeah,
by now, I'll be a
Oh,
millionaire.
Yeah, those kind of.
I
that's
will
what I
be a
mean.
millionaire.
Not really like spending time and all of that. No, that's not what I mean. Like they are more material, material stuff. That's what I mean.
Imagination won't kill you.
So I was speaking with someone few weeks ago, and the person was telling me about his daughter who was asking, he wants to have a marry. I think it's one of those famous artists. He wants the person to be there on her birthday, and this girl is just 3 years old, asking for that. And the father was like, "Oh, I can't afford this," but then turn his wife to that by dressing the wife with a costume that looked like the artist. Yeah, so it's not really, you don't have to really, do so much, like, what would I call it now? You don't have to be that rich to give them that kind of fantasy that you want, but you can try to accommodate, like the way he thinks. I was so impressed when he told me he used those costumes for the wife.
Improvise.
Yes, you can always try to meet up. Depending on your your pocket size, you don't have to steal to do all those things, but at least
Try to bring your imagination into reality.
something like that.
But to be honest with you, if you really want to bring those imaginations
Oh,
into
no.
reality, you have to be at the apex of your career. That's the reality. you have to be at the apex of your career. If you are going to be doing business, then you have to have made it in business to bring those things into a reality. And if it's career that you chose, you have to be at a certain level of your career to be able to afford, to afford. Some people have crazy imaginations in their head. Oh.
Everybody has.
Everybody.
Everybody
No,
has.
some people are weird. Some people have crazy imagination. Some people have 100 naira and they're already having like imagination of 10, 20, 40 million.
Yeah.
That's a bit above board. But thank you very much for your opinion. So moving forward now, I have this question for Bamidele.
Okay.
Okay, Bamidele. I want you to give me like a little bit of background on when you met your wife before I ask.
Did we agree to talk about personal stuff?
Okay,
How is my wife related to the conversation?
please
Oh my
cut.
God.
No, cut. Leave it. Leave it. Don't cut. My wife.
No, but no,
you know, we went to school together. You
no,
know
no,
when
no,
I met my wife.
yeah, just say the place, the year.
Yeah,
and-
we met. I met my wife in school. We went to the same school. The year 2012.
Okay, were you at the apex of your career when you get married to your wife?
When I got married, I was doing fine. I was doing very, very fine when I got married.
You were doing fine.
I was doing perfectly fine.
You were doing fine.
When I got married, you forgot when I got married.
I know you were
Uh-huh.
you were on lockdown.
Yeah, but I had money. You know, I was on lockdown. I had no.
You were on lockdown in one
Yeah,
room.
lockdown
You were
day
on
now.
lockdown in one room. No, that's bad. That's bad.
It's true. There was lockdown.
Everyone,
There was
that's for
lockdown.
everyone. Everyone.
There was lockdown, but-
That's just like to be honest. To be honest with you, Dele was on lockdown for almost 1 year.
You know that one.
That was
unexpected circumstances.
Yeah.
But then everything went well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Everything went well.
I'm just trying to get back at you because you put me on the spot the other time. That's all right. So, please, if you're listening to us, kindly drop your opinion as well. Let's see what you think about having career first or family first. Or just tell us what you did, what you did actually. Do you had your career first? Were you at the apex of your career, or were you doing very well career wise before start raising children? And does children, let's say, does children really kind of affect career building or something like that? Please just drop it at the on the comment.
Actually, we've not talked about that part. Does children affect your ability to get to the top of your career?
Yeah.
Do they? Yes, I think yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you say yes?
Yes.
How? Kemi, how?
No,
Thank you.
Before you say Kemi,
Okay.
generally speaking, I think they do.
Okay.
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 Depends on your career. Like I said, generally speaking. So there are other circumstances, there are peculiar issues. So if, for instance, if I was if I do a night, let's say I'm in Nigeria, I live in Nigeria,
Okay.
and I do a 9 to 5 job, okay, and I have family members around, I have everybody around looking after my kids. There is nothing
No,
particular.
but see, wait.
depends on the
You are putting this perspective in. Oh, this is not about you, right?
Exactly,
No,
it's
wait,
not
no,
about me.
listen. There
Okay.
are some people that live in Nigeria, that works in Nigeria, that have their career in Nigeria, that are not out of their comfort zone, so to say, right?
Okay.
That have those help, right? So those people, just generally speaking, don't filter, right? Generally speaking,
That's what I said.
those that have help, that have generalized.
Even those in
if you have
Nigeria.
assistance, if you don't have
Yeah, those
assistance,
things.
does it
Those things are
affect?
not.
It
they're
does.
not
It
negligible.
does.
You cannot.
It
you-
does.
Even
How
even those in Nigeria, like I know someone who is a lecturer
Okay.
who is supposed to, do more research work so that he can be able to she can be able to do more with her career life. At least it's going to help her with her. If she have a lot of research work online, it's going to help her in her career. But because of child and she's going to she's working as a lecturer, she has her kids. So with that, she's not able to do a lot of research work, and that is really affecting her because she cannot really progress to the way she wants to progress. So there are a lot of sacrifices that you have to make. As a woman now, there are a lot of sacrifices you have to make in regards to career. For instance, if you are pregnant for 9 months, okay, in Western country, you have to spend like 1 year at home, right, to care for the child.
Okay.
So by the time you get back to work, you're not like, you still have to like, more like you summarize, you have to like get used to what you've been doing before. You can't just start
You need
applying
time
for
off
a
work.
post immediately or for something. So
To get
to be
into-
fair, it
yeah.
affects.
No, honestly,
Yeah, it does.
That's what we have.
I really get your.
Even
You
there
have,
are
you have
some-
kids that the parents are ready,
Yeah.
but they don't have a proper upbringing.
because of
Yeah.
time.
Because
and all that.
exactly,
Yeah.
though the parents are
So one thing we suffer, right?
exactly
One
one
thing
will
will
suffer.
suffer.
So
Even
you
men.
can though you can work around it.
Yes.
You and your partner can work around it. Somebody's always around to
To have time
the
with
discipline of the kids. But then it's still generally accept. To
Even
me, I
some-
think it's general
yeah.
that kids play a big factor
Honestly.
in how much
You
effort.
just say they just call this play. Say kids, slow down your career. Call
I'm
it.
not
The kids will
saying-
not slow down your career.
No, you will still
okay?
get it.
But then it have impact on the ability on your effort
That you put in.
that you put in. So you cannot want to, for instance, if you're a manager of a company, of oil company, and then you travel all around, what time do you have to train your kids?
So if you are not prepared to have,
What if you
So
are not
if
even
you're
a
not-
manager and then you are actually you want to
Striving to be.
be a manager?
You want to
but
be
because
manager.
of your kids,
You want
you
to
know
be
if
manager.
you put in that job role, it's going to affect your family. And it has to be balanced. Your health has to be balanced.
So-
Your wife health, you have to consider that. Your child, you have to. So it might actually prevent you from getting the kind of job you want.
Okay.
So that you might have to just do the kind of job for some time being, maybe a space of 6 years or 7 years,
years.
before you can now
Even
go
10
into
years.
what you
That
want
is
to
why
do.
that's why people
So-
celebrate the likes of what's her name, Akinyele,
oh,
Dora Akinyele,
yeah,
because she's at the top of her career
yeah,
and she had a family.
okay,
She's a woman.
yeah,
She's gone through all of the childbirth, all of the nursing process, and she's still able to get to the top of her career. That's
Yeah.
why she is seen as a spectacular person.
okay,
Okay, because generally it affects women mostly.
Yeah.
Because their timing is more. It's just affect them. It's generally known. There are more women that cannot work because of child
So,
care,
so your,
because of
your
child.
conclusion would be
My conclusion now is yes.
No, I want to.
No,
I want
let
to
me-
see. I want to see what. I want to conclude for you. So,
No,
let
him
let me
conclude
come
by
to get your
himself.
points. Let me make my conclusion.
I just want to get your point
Before you
straight.
conclude on my behalf,
No,
let me-
because
Yeah.
I'm having, I'm having something at the back of my mind.
But I know,
So your
I know,
conclusion.
I know you have something idiot at the back of your mind.
No.
So let me land. My conclusion is yes. Okay, family, kids, particularly
Slows down.
play. I didn't say slow you
No.
down.
No, use the word slows down.
I wouldn't say slow you down. Like I said, Dora Akinyele is she has
No, no,
family and
okay,
then
go on.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm being positive.
Yeah.
Kids, family play a huge role. They exert more pressure and they take time that you can otherwise spend in developing yourself or whatever your career.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not possible to have kids and be well to do.
Yeah, no,
And
no.
then-
To be honest,
Yeah.
I totally, come to terms with you guys. But so if you're not, it's a case of if you're not ready for them, don't bring them.
So
Seriously.
if you want them, you should know that you have more work to do.
Yeah.
Then you can juggle both together. You should know more work to do. I want a family and I want to get to the top of my career. More
takes
work.
more
And I can
You
do-
cannot think it's your normal
Yeah.
lackadaisical attitude or your normal I don't care. You should be able to put more efforts into the kids and also put efforts into your job.
Yeah.
You should do both.
Yeah.
It
Into
should be
your career, yeah.
complementary.
Yeah.
Don't do one and neglect the other. Otherwise, you make the whole society a bad place. A bad place.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you on this. But if you're listening to us, out there,
What do you think?
what do you
Yeah.
think?
No, you.
Yeah.
I just said I totally agree with you.
No, you have to be
What-
specific.
what?
Totally agree with what? You need to
No,
state your fact.
in a way, kids actually have,
Do they slow you? Do you slow-
Exactly that word.
they have a role to
Yeah.
play in affecting one's career. That's the truth.
That's a role.
Because they have a role to play. Like, if you have to juggle the two, you have to exert more energy.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Right. But if you are listening to us out there, we just want testimony of those that has juggled this, that has juggled the two. How were you able to do it? how were you able to do it, to manage to get to the peak of your career, and what are the measures that you put in place? Just let us know, in the comment. Thank you. So for me, my parting word really will be, if you're not ready to have kids, because indeed, forget about the fact that we're just having, banters. Indeed, they kind of, have a way of, affecting the way you move in your career, because your time is splitted. And if we are going to be raising children, really, we have to raise children right. We don't want to raise children that we are not present in their life. If you have decided to say, no, I want to raise children and I can't juggle the two, face your children. And if you decide to say, no, I'm a career person and I don't want kids at the moment, just face your career. Kids can always come later, and there's so many kids out there that needs adoption at any stage. I'm free for adoption. You can adopt me. So please, Bamidele, any parting words?
Yes, be be intentional, know what you want, and whenever you decide what you want, go for it. If you want kids, go for it. Be the best of, be the best parent,
Yeah,
be the best
mom,
parent,
yeah,
and as well be the best worker. Don't be a good worker and be a bad parent,
yeah.
and don't be a bad parent and be a good worker. What am I saying?
You are correct.
Yeah, okay. Because if you're a bad worker, you are damaging the economy. You cannot be productive. And
Yes, you cannot be.
exactly. You are not
just-
you are not you are
just
not
putting
you are not
pressure on
useful.
the.
You are not
Yeah,
useful for the workplace.
and you are not even useful at home because you'll be frustrated as well.
You'll be broke.
And you'll be broke. Come on. And Kemi, what parting words from you, please?
For me, they are very lovable. It's very beautiful to have kids.
Women's
But the
touch.
thing is that you have to be able to, sacrifice. If you can't sacrifice, I don't think it will be so good to have kids because they will not really be happy with you. So you have to be able to sacrifice for your kids, and then with that, it's going to everything will have to be balanced. So, and as regarding to the career aspects we talked earlier,
Yeah.
you have to be able to know. At least everybody knows what they are doing, yeah. But then you should be able to know if you can cope with career and marriage.
Yeah.
If you can do it, then you can as well go ahead. But if you think you can't, then it's better to take one, and while you chase the other later.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very much. And don't forget, be a good partner to your be a good
Be supportive.
be a supportive partner to your partner.
Yeah.
Be a good husband
Be a
to your
supportive
wife.
partner.
Be a good wife to your husband.
Husband.
And kids as well. Be a good kid to your parents. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. And it's a wrap on Cerebral, podcast for this section. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.